What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're gonna be looking at a piece of tech that'll fit perfectly in any smart home. This is the Dyson Cyclone V10 Absolute. Now, you might know Dyson for their unconventional but high-tech products like their bladeless fan, supersonic hair dryer, but they also make smart home products. But Dyson will no longer be designing corded vacuums. All of their future models will be like this one, cord-free. So I gotta give a huge shout out to Dyson for not only sponsoring today's video, but sending me one of these before it was even released. But of course, you guys know I had to unbox this thing and see what it could do. All right, guys, this is it. This is Dyson's Cyclone V10 Absolute. This is supposed to replace a full-fledged vacuum. This thing,
That's what I'm saying, like that replaces a full-fledged vacuum?
it's so skinny. But this is pretty much it. This is the torque drive cleaner head. This is the standard head that you would put on it if you just wanna vacuum up the floor. And it of course has some extra nozzles and accessories here, so you can kind of switch it up depending on how you plan to clean. And this thing's got a V10 motor, which had about 25 engineers working on it.
What?
Yeah, and it took them 5 years to develop this. So it's supposed to be really powerful, even though it has this compact body. So you ready to hear it, Ari? I'm gonna put it straight up for max. All right, here we go.
It kind of reminds me of, like, you know my mom's dog, how little that
Chloe?
Yeah, her bark is so loud.
So tiny, but a big bark.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty surprising that something so compact and skinny could be this powerful. But you guys know we had to test this thing out and see if it was as powerful as they claimed. All right, so we're gonna do a little test with the brushes. We're gonna do a real life test if you have any little kids running around, or if you're as clumsy as Ari.
Or cooking with her food.
Yeah.
Step all over her food.
So we're gonna take some cookies. Oh, it's gonna be a waste of good cookies. But we're gonna crunch them up and have it leave a spot on the floor and see how well this thing can actually pick it up. And this is like my nice, I love this rug, and I can imagine the crumbs getting all inside of this, so I'm a little worried, but this is for the sake of science.
Let's do it. Like, I just never get to make a mess on purpose, so this is really
Oh
exciting.
my gosh.
Wow.
That crushes my soul. One cookie, that's all, no more.
Just spread it out some too.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez, Ari, that's like embedded. Oh, and you see there's some big crumbs too, and you can actually move this thing so you can take in bigger pieces. So it has a little slot, so if you need to take in bigger pieces, you can do that. Ready?
Yes.
Oh. Do you see this?
One pass.
What? I was afraid. I was like, oh great, this thing is gonna fail this test because you really got it in there.
Yeah, I did. And did you hear that when it went over the big part?
Yeah, it ate that big crumb.
Yeah,
like it was like it's nothing. So right now we're about to do something that I've been meaning to do forever. But first I want you guys to take a look at this. See what's inside of here. It's nothing but dust. But you see right here on the floor, don't mind the little tiny white pieces. It's the black hairs that you can't see that come off Ari's head all the time that are all over this carpet. So we're gonna try this out and see what we pull up. Wow, that is a lot of hair. I told you. Your hairs get everywhere.
I can't help it, I have a lot of hair.
Got something to clean it up though.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool seeing all my hair in there.
The torque brush was pretty cool, but there was the second one that caught my eye the second I took it out the box. And that's the soft roller cleaner head that actually has a roller inside that has a soft fuzzy material, and surprisingly it does a really good job. Okay guys, so right now we've got the soft roller cleaner head, and this one's actually pretty interesting because it's got like this fuzzy material. It's really soft to the touch, and this is used for sensitive surfaces and to pick up things like dust and powder. So we've got some right here. We're gonna put it to the test and see what it can do. So let's try it out. This is on max. Let's see if it gets this whole thing. Oh, snap. That's actually really impressive. So that was baking soda. We dropped a ton, and this thing picked it up in one swoop. That's pretty awesome. And what's even more impressive is the fact that there's not like a ton of powder all over the brush. it still looks brand new. Now the main two tools are great, but it also comes with a ton of different attachments and accessories. But what's also awesome is the fact that this thing can be broken down into a much smaller form factor. So if you want to get into small little crevices, places that you typically can't reach, you're definitely going to be able to do that with this. And I actually think it's really convenient. So overall, the Dyson Cyclone V10 is very impressive. And in terms of battery life, this thing has up to 60 minutes of usage. And what's nice here is that even if you get closer to depleting the battery, you don't have to worry about the power fading. It stays consistent the entire time. It also takes 3.5 hours to charge, but unless you're vacuuming for a really long period of time, that's not really going to be an issue because where you actually dock the vacuum and put it away is where it actually charges. So when you're not using it, it's getting charged up. And speaking of battery life, the battery interface lets you know how much juice you've got left, as well as if there's a blockage or if you need to change the filter. As for the filter, this thing has a built-in Hepa filtration system. And if you happen to be allergic to dust or dander like Ari, you're gonna really appreciate this. And according to Dyson, the air that gets pushed out of this vacuum is cleaner than the air that we typically breathe, which is kind of crazy. And even though overall this thing is pretty light with a smaller form factor than your typical vacuum, it still has a large enough bin where you won't need to stop to constantly change it. So let me know what you guys think of the V10. Is this something that you would want in your home? Are there other pieces of tech that have really unconventional designs that you find work really well? Let me know with a comment down below. I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.